Hey guys, and welcome to Making History Fascinating. Your founding fathers for today are Giada and Isabella, who will tell you the story of the American Revolution. The events leading up to the American Revolution. British tax America, 1765. To put it in short, it kind of went something like this. Stamp, stamp, no more stamp, tax, tax, tax back, tea tax. Or to explain it more in full, during the events leading up to the American Revolution, the British then were taxing the American colonies and were specifically taxing stamps. The Americans, however, did not like this and they were revolting against it, which led to then taking back the stamp tax. Then they just started taxing everything: cards, tea, stamps, and pretty much everything, especially British goods. Then, with the continuation of the Americans revolting, they took back the tax and just left the tax on tea. The Boston Massacre of 1770. British were guarding a place when Americans began to harass the British. They called for backup as more British showed up, leading to a fight of sorts, with a gun, so bang bang, leading 5 Americans to die. Boston Tea Party, 1773. So at this point, the British still had a tax on tea, and the Americans still didn't like that, so they decided to do something about this. To which then the Americans then snuck onto a ship that had British tea on it, and they continued to throw thousands of pounds worth of tea into the harbor. And then began the Continental Congress of 1774. 56 delegates from 12 colonies met in Philadelphia. John Adams, John Jay, George Washington, Samuel Adams, Patrick Henry, and John Dickinson. Great idea. Ask the British to stop. Stop. No. Tell the Minutemen to prepare for war. The shot heard around the world. 1775, April. British general then orders 700 troops to destroy the arms and ammunition in the American rebels that they are holding in Concord. American patriots then warn them that the British are coming, and they prepare and meet the British in Lexington. And during the standoff, somebody shoots. The American Revolution. American Revolution, June 1775. Second Continental Congress was held with Washington elected as its leader. And with the Americans defeated at the Battle of Bunker Hill, the British outnumbered the Patriots, with the British looking for supplies. Then more Patriots showed up, and the British were then outnumbered. The British then retreated back to Boston, and the rebels surrounded them all the way to their way back. Colonel Benedict Arnold went to go take the British stronghold Fort Ticonderoga by himself, hoping to recruit rebels and support on his journey over there. He runs into Ethan Allen, who was leading the Green Mountain Boys, who are on the same mission. Benedict Arnold leads them at night and steals their supplies, shifting the tides of the war. However, Ethan Allen claims to have led them into battle, leaving Benedict Arnold discredited for his work. The British then retreat to Canada to prepare to invade New York. The road to independence, 1776. The colonies start to demand independence. In July, the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence, mainly written by Thomas Jefferson. A British fleet sent to New York City to crush the rebels. 2 months later, the Americans flee New York City. Americans then surprise attack British Trenton and Princeton and win. Battle at Saratoga, turning the tides of the war. 1777 to 1778. With the Americans win at Saratoga, the French now had the confidence to openly support Americans in the fight against the British, who they sent weakening and aided the rebels, providing them with supplies and training, mainly led by Lafayette. Oui, oui. The civil conflict then turned international. In the north, the armies then rallied with those in the south, having no progress and many setbacks. Then, Benedict Arnold makes a comeback. He basically betrays the Americans, and because his wife likes this guy at the British Army, and she basically convinces Benedict Arnold to give him and the British troops information. Yeah, not cool, man. The final years of the war.
British occupy and take Georgia and Charleston, South Carolina by 1780. Nathanael Greene leads troops and corners the British in Yorktown. Washington's forces also backs the British forces there. The British surrender in Yorktown being cornered, leading to the signing of the Treaty of Paris.
This has been Making History Fascinating, and this has been our episode on the American Revolutionary Farm. We're your founding fathers, signing off.
Come back next time to see the other side of the war.
That was pretty